Last Sunday was the 2020 Oscars Awards, and one of the biggest categories, Best Actor, was won by vegan Joaquin Phoenix. Maybe he felt more emboldened in this age where veganism is talked about more widely accepted, because he really gave everybody an earful. And we only need more of this, not less, like some people want. I'm going to play the full speech for you now. He mentioned a few things that are notable. Listen for the word exploitation. That's the thing. And also near the end, he mentioned his brother, not by name. His name was River Phoenix. And I will be talking about him after this speech. Here it is.
Here are the nominees for performance by an actor in a leading role. Antonio Banderas, Pain and Glory. Leonardo DiCaprio, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Adam Driver, Marriage Story. Joaquin Phoenix, Joker. Jonathan Pryce, The Two Popes. And the Oscar goes to Joaquin Phoenix, Joker.
This is the first Oscar and fourth nomination for Joaquin Phoenix.
Hi. What's up? Hi. God, I'm full of so much gratitude right now. And I do not feel elevated above any of my fellow nominees or anyone in this room, because we share the same love, the love of film, and this form of expression has given me the most extraordinary life. I don't know what I'd be without it. But I think the greatest gift that it's given me, and many of us in this room, is the opportunity to use our voice for the voiceless. I've been thinking a lot about some of the distressing issues that we are facing collectively. And I think at times we feel, or we're made to feel, that we champion different causes. But for me, I see commonality. I think whether we're talking about gender inequality or racism or queer rights or indigenous rights or animal rights, we're talking about the fight against injustice. We're talking about the fight against the belief that one nation, one people, one race, one gender, or one species has the right to dominate, control, and use and exploit another with impunity. I think that we've become very disconnected from the natural world, and many of us, what we're guilty of is an egocentric worldview, the belief that we're the center of the universe. We go into the natural world and we plunder it for its resources. We feel entitled to artificially inseminate a cow, and when she gives birth, we steal her baby, even though her cries of anguish are unmistakable. And then we take her milk that's intended for a calf, and we put it in our coffee and our cereal. And I think we fear the idea of personal change because we think that we have to sacrifice something to give something up. But human beings at our best are so inventive and creative and ingenious. And I think that when we use love and compassion as our guiding principles, we can create, develop, and implement systems of change that are beneficial to all sentient beings and to the environment. Now, I've been a scoundrel in my life. I've been selfish. I've been cruel at times, hard to work with, and ungrateful. But so many of you in this room have given me a second chance. And I think that's when we're at our best, when we support each other, not when we cancel each other out for past mistakes, but when we help each other to grow, when we educate each other, when we guide each other towards redemption. That is the best of humanity. I want to, when he was 17, my brother wrote this lyric. He said, "Run to the rescue with love and peace will follow." Thank you.
Of course, some people aren't going to like this speech, but it got a pretty good reception, not just from the audience, but from the internet. A lot of thumbs up and a lot of good comments. But what he said simply needs to be said until it gets fixed. We can't just live like this. Everyone wants to fix the world, make it a better place, and almost no one is happy with their lives the way they're going. But what people need to understand is what goes around comes back around. You can't just live your life plugging your ears and doing things that end up exploiting others and not expect that to affect you, because all those other people out there, they're exploiting you. It's like our whole world, our whole society revolves around exploiting everything. That reminds me of this video. People are never going to make the world a better place. Humanity will never evolve as long as we're still exploiting others. Not just other people, but animals. It's all the same thing. It's still going on to a large degree, and we're not even focused on trying to fix it. Joaquin Phoenix also mentioned his brother, who was an actor, pretty famous. I think he brought him up to pay respect to him, because he died in 1993 at age 23. A notable fact here, and fits in with my channel, is that he was also a vegan. Now you might be wondering, how did he die at age 23? Dead at 23. He was passionate, talented, longtime vegan, environmentalist, even promoted clean living. But then, see here, People magazine says, he was far more reckless than most friends knew. Well, you don't say? Here on page 3 it says, "I have a lot of chameleon qualities," said River Phoenix, whose death revealed him to be not only a vegetarian and environmentalist, but also a club, I've never heard that word, with a possibly lethal appetite for drugs. Yeah, that nobody knew about. Nobody knew about it. So his death revealed him to be a vegetarian, they say, which is poor writing at the least, because here in the article it says, "A strict vegetarian from childhood," and there he is on the cover of Vegetarian Times 5 years earlier. So he wasn't revealed to be a vegetarian. Let's take a look at the article here. He was at a nightclub, middle of the night. Few paid much attention to the young man who lay on the sidewalk, thrashing spasmodically, his head flopping from side to side, arms flailing widely. His sister sprawled on top of him in a futile attempt to still the violent seizures that had overtaken his body. And yeah, the article mentions right here, the sudden death of someone young, talented, and apparently healthy is always shocking. In River's case, it seemed doubly so, given his reputation as a clean, living vegetarian, passionate, serious artist who had an upcoming movie, Interview with a Vampire. The disbelief of friends, fans, and colleagues. It mentions that the club was co-owned by actor Johnny Depp, who I just made a video about a few days ago. An outcome in his story that fits in with this video too. Coming up in just a few seconds. Johnny Depp became a vegan recently, dabbled in it at least. A lot of people believed he was guilty of certain things, but it turned out maybe not so. Maybe not. The club regulars that included Shannon Doherty, Tori Spelling, Christina Applegate, who is also a vegan, and those three are still around and in good health. So you might have guessed what I'm getting at here in this segment is that this story that he simply died of a drug overdose is a little suspicious. And there is a conspiracy theory that possibly someone spiked a drink that he was drinking. The article also mentions that it looks like he took a lethal dose of Valium and cocaine. Well, I got a question. Why would he do that? Purposefully. Right, he might have had both in his system. Like he might have taken some Valium, and all it takes is for someone to come up and sprinkle a little bit of cocaine in his drink. And we don't even have to question why someone would do that. The theory goes that this person was probably paid to do it because he was an outspoken vegan. He spoke about the same thing that Joaquin did Sunday night. Most famous vegans don't speak about it. And I can see why. River did. And he was famous and set to be even more famous and influential. And this conspiracy theory will seem less surprising after you watch my upcoming series next month. This just fits in. This kind of thing is not hard to believe once you've looked at some other details. So be on the lookout for that series. Subscribe, turn your notifications on, so it will pop up in your notifications or your email. Vegans definitely need to see this. Thanks for watching. Thumbs up or down, and leave a comment. What do you think about what has been said in this video?